Hi, good afternoon, good evening from Nigeria, actually. Good evening, good evening. Um, I hope that you're doing good. So, welcome to another training. So, we're going to start this training. Of course, I'm going to start by introducing myself. I'm Olamide Ogunbimi. I am a digital skills trainer at Impact Her, right? And I have with me Chinelo. You'd be seeing her at the comment section. She's the moderator for this training. So thank you, Chinelo. I'm really hoping that you're going to be doing a lot during this training. And then yes, on the back end, I have Chidima. You won't be seeing her, but she's a pillar. She will ensuring that this training goes very well without issues. So yes, please feel free to introduce yourself. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Tell us your name, what your business name, where you're joining us from, right? And let's do this together. We're really hoping to hear from you. So just like we can see on our screen, today we're talking about how to use data and insights to grow your business. How to use data and insights to grow your business. Yeah, so just like I said, please feel free to introduce yourself. We'll be happy to have you. And I'm really hoping that you're going to learn a lot from this training. Yes, and you're going to go back, you know, building a better business, even with whatever thing you're learning from this training. Oh yeah, I can see a lot of people. I missed that initially. So I can see Philomen Jata, welcome. I can see Bukola Oloyede, Bukola, welcome. I'm sure where are you joining us from? Are you joining us from Nigeria? I can see Jesse Adu, welcome. I can see Isioma, welcome. I see Chinelo's already doing a great job here. So thank you, Chinelo. I can see Eze Chiemela, welcome. I can see Philomen Jata. Okay, I think I've mentioned that before. I can see Rosemont Obi. Rosemont, welcome. Yes, greatness. How are you doing today? I can see Clara Muteo. How are you doing? How is Zambia? Oh, I see Lydia joining from Uganda. Wow, how's Uganda weather? I mean, it's just cool here in Nigeria. It's just very nice weather. Yes, Rosemont Obi from Lagos. Welcome. So welcome everyone. We're really glad to have you on board. And we can roll together and of course learn together. So thank you so much for joining. Welcome. Yes. So we're going to dive right into the session now, talking about how to use data and insights to help your business grow. Right, we're going to be doing this together. Of course, whenever you have questions, please feel free to put it in your comment section. Chinelo will be happy to take that, and of course, I'll be able to answer any questions that you have. All right, so let's just move on quickly. So our agenda for today, we're going to talk about how to you're going to understand the right questions to ask, right? In what context now? In context of how, when you're trying to get insight for your business, what are the right questions for you to ask, right? And of course, we're going to talk about how you identify the best tools to use, and lastly, understand how and analyze your data, right? So let's dive in together. Of course, before we just go in, I'm just going to mention that Google is actually offering a free one-on-one mentorship program to small businesses and charities. So if you think that you need this service from Google, please feel free to sign up at https://bit.ly/DDSA mentoring, right? I'm sure Chino will be dropping that link for you, so you can just note down the link. And just like I've always said in every training, please don't attempt to click on the link so that it doesn't take you out of this session, because we need you here, right? So please just note it. You can check it later, and of course indicate your interest. All right, so let's move ahead. So tell me, what words would you use to describe your customers? I want to hear from you. What words would you use to describe your customers? Right? I want to hear. Please feel free to drop your comments in the comment section. What words would you use to describe your customers? How would you describe your customers? Basically, that's what we're asking you. So what words would you use to describe your customers, right? I'm not seeing anybody's comment yet, but I'm really hoping that I'm gonna have super comments, because I know that we're always, dropping our comments each training. Oh, I can see Chinel World, welcome. Emanuela from Nigeria. Nkenen Shieke. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name properly. Right? From Cameroon. How's Cameroon today? Right? Okay. So what words would you use to describe your customers is the question I'm asking. Oh, Khadija, thank you so much, Khadija. Khadija says fashion lovers. Awesome. That's good to know, right? So they are fashion lovers, right? Bloody Bulu says my customers are amazing. Awesome. They keep coming back and keep referring me to others. Awesome. So that means you're doing something nice, right? For them to keep referring you, that means you're doing something good, right? Yes, Uma, welcome from South Africa. How is South Africa today? Right. So yes, please keep your comments rolling in. I'm really hoping to hear from you. I want this to be a very interactive session, right? So that it doesn't come from only me. Oh, Nkenen says healthy diet lovers. Awesome. Great to know that that's what they are, right? Tillman says they are wonderful. Good, awesome. I'm really happy that I'm hearing good comments about your customers. Someone says oh, okay. Venice is saying God bless Google. Yes, of course. Oh yes, please feel free to sign up. Just like at Technolo, we drop the link for you, so you can just note it down so that you can go back to it right just after this session, and then of course indicate your interest. Roseman says they are well designed. They are my well designed partners. Awesome. Eze Chiemela says they are pet lovers. Good. Do you run a pet business? Let me hear from you, right? Rotrin, thank you. Welcome to this session. Philomen say they are friendly and trustworthy. Awesome. Good. I'm really glad I'm hearing such comments. I'm really glad I'm hearing such comments. So we're going to just move ahead to this, right into the content we have for you today. So understand the right questions to ask. You need to understand how to ask the right questions. So yes, another question I'm going to be asking you is what questions do you want to ask your customers? So what exactly do you want to know about your customers? What would you want to hear from them, right? What questions do you want to ask your customers? Please feel free to drop these comments at the comment section. So what questions would you like to ask your customers? Would you want to ask your customers, oh, am I doing well? Do you like my branding? Do you like my oh, Chanel says you're beautiful woman. Good, awesome. Thank you so much for that. All right. So what questions would you like to ask your customers? You want to know, oh, am I doing well on marketing? Am I doing well in my branding? Is my social media good enough for you? Are you being engaged properly? So what questions exactly would you like to ask your customers? So please feel free to drop them at the comment section. We'll be taking them as we see them. Thank you so much. I'm just going to dive into this session. All right. So a process for analytics, right? So the first process when you're analyzing, right, data, is the first thing is you need to know what exactly is my objective, right? You need to know what is my objective. What am I trying to achieve? Because I mean, a person who has no objective has no end. He doesn't even know what he wants. So even if he sees what he wants, he doesn't know that he already has what he wants, right? So you need to actually say, what exactly is my objective, right? And of course, what question do I need to address? Right? What question do I need to address? That's the second thing. Then the third question is, where do I get that information from? Right? That is important, because if you don't know where to get the information from, then you will not even know, how to reach them, right? And of course, what do I do with that information I get? Whatever information I'm getting from my customers, what do I want to do with them? This 4 points are very, very important for you to use your data properly. Also, so let's get the first question, which is, what is my objective? Right? So I mean, your objectives could be that you want to tell more people about your business, right? So someone says, oh, you know what, I want to sell more of my product or service. Another person says, oh no, you know what, I want to identify my most valuable customers because I want to give them the best service that they, so that they don't leave, right? Others will say, oh, you know what, I want to find new ways to engage with my previous customers so that I don't lose them. I don't just want to get new customers, but I want to keep engaging my previous customers. So what exactly are your objectives? This is very important for you to know exactly what you're going to get from your customers. All right, so the next one is, what question do I need to address, right? So I mean, there's something that is called rain, right, which helps you to know the types of questions to ask your customers, right, or to ask about your business, basically. All right, so the first question is, who is my target audience, and who do I reach, and how do I reach them online, right? So that's the first thing. That's the R stands for reach, right? Who is my target customer? Like, who am I reaching exactly, right? That's who is my target customer, and how do I reach them? Now I know that, oh, my target customers are, fashion lovers, just like somebody said. So how do I reach fashion lovers, right? That's the first question. And the next thing is E, which is engage. I said is ring. Ring is EREAN, right? So I've talked about reach, which is the R in that ring, and then E in that ring is engage. And of course, the question that comes to mind is, are they finding what they need, right? And that means, am I engaging them properly, right? Are they really getting what they need from, what my social media pages or whatever, where I am? Then the next is activate, which is the A in that ring. Are they booking, right? Are they really doing anything? Are they, calling? Are they buying, or are they making purchases, right? This is the activate here. And then the next is nurture. Are they coming back? Am I nurturing them well enough to make them come back, right? So those are the questions you need to know, right? About this. All right. Yes. Okay, so I can see questions. So very, very soon I'm going to be answering those questions. So just relax and enjoy this ride. All right, so the next is, where do I get that information from, right? Of course, we're talking about the process for analytics, which I've been talking about right from the session, the beginning of this session. So the third is, where do I get that information from? So how do you get the right information? The first is your social channels, social media channels like Instagram, Facebook, right? LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever it is, just your social media channels, right? And the next is organic search, right? I could actually make myself so visible, right, that I can be on the organic search on Google, right? When someone searches Google for whatever service or product I offer, they are able to see me. And then your website is another way, right? You know that you have a website, right? And of course, if you do not have a website, know that getting a website is no longer a big deal these days, right? You can actually get platforms that gives you free websites, right? And of course, paid search. So you can actually pay for you can actually pay to get your brand right there on Google, right, or other search engines. Do you understand that? So that if somebody types, for example, if your business offers maybe you sell cakes, right, and someone types cakes in Lusaka, right, the first thing that comes out is you are paid because you have paid, right? So when people search for cakes and you have a cake business, your brand will be on the first to third brands that would show there. Why? Because you had actually paid for it, and so people can actually see you on search, right? All right, so let's dive in. So the last thing is, what do I do with that information, right? What exactly the information I'm getting from my customers? What do I do with it? Am I just going to sleep on it? No, definitely not, right? right? So you have to use your insight properly, right? You need to understand, you need to be able to identify the latest market trends and insights, right? And of course, you need to understand your customers, purchases. You need to understand how what they're experiencing on your website. Are they comfortable? Is the paid is the payment gateway working properly, right? Am I giving you the right information you need at every point in time, right? So exactly what exactly you're going to use are you going to use your insight for? And of course, content marketing. You need to identify which type of content people engage with the most. This is very, very critical for your business. The reason is because if you're not engaging your customers properly, especially with content, we usually say content is king. So if you're not using the right content, trust me, you're not going to have the right audience, and you're not going to be attracting the right kind of customers. So this is very, very important. And then you're able to adapt your strategy. So when you hear from your customers and say, oh, you know what, I don't like this, you're able to say, okay, let's do it this way then, because they don't like this, right? So you're able to use whatever insight you get from your customers to change your strategy, to ensure that your strategy is better and actually captures what exactly your customers need at every point in time. All right, so let's move on. So now I'm going to be pausing for questions. I see I was seeing some questions initially, so just going to go through to see what questions we have. All right, so I can see Gab Smith. I'm not sure I understand. He said, what do you think I need to improve in regards to what exactly? I'd like to hear from you, please. Please feel free to make your question more explicit so that I could answer it. Um, oh, I see. You're talking about the questions you want to ask your audience. Good, good, good. Or your customers, I mean. Okay, so Khadija says, do my dresses meet your desired standards? Good. Um, okay, Gab Smith, now I understand. It says, what do you think I need to improve? Good. Chinel Ward says, do you like our services? Awesome. Rosemont says, how can I serve you well? Good. Or are you okay? My service okay with you? Good. Awesome. Bernie says, what I want to hear from them is how the product is helping them and how best we can improve. Good. Ellen says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with our product? Good. Nkenen says, what is their need and how do they want me to get to how they want to okay, I'm not sure I got that, but basically I'll interpret it as how do they want me to serve, right? The next is Philomen says, what do you want me to improve on? Good. Thank you so much for your responses. I'm really, really glad that I'm having your feedbacks, and it's really, really encouraging, right? I'm really glad to have that. So I know Benis was asking a question, but I see that Chinelo has answered that question. So thank you so much, Chinelo, for that response. Benis, I hope that you got that answer was okay. If not, please feel free to ask again so that I'll know that that's I could go over it again, right? So I can't see any question. Okay, with my Facebook page, I do get about 3,000 likes on my post. Awesome, that's really good, right? That's really good. That's good. But of course, you can definitely get better. You can actually get 1 million. Yeah, of course, right? So you can actually get better. All right. So I'm just gonna move ahead. I can't see any questions for now. So please feel free to drop your questions if you have questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. All right. So let's just move ahead. So identify the best tools to use, right? So what tools do you use to get insights or data from your customers? So the first, yes, I'm going to be asking you this question. Which analytics tools do you currently use? Do you actually use analytics tools at all? And if you do, right, which one do you currently use? Let's hear from you, right? At the comment section. Okay. Oh, Khadija says, how do I run ads on Google? All right, so ads are actually very easy on Google. So you, of course, you would once you Note that you have to pay for your ads, right? For every ad you want to run, you need to pay for it, right? So that's really, really important for you to know that ads are not free, right? So ads are not free. You need to that's really easy, basically. But they're actually not free. You need to sign up to Google Ads account. That's the first step. And once you do this, right, you can actually, you know, once you have your account, you can, look at exactly what kind of ads you want to run, what your budget is, and all of those, right? I actually have another training for that. So just feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel, so that when we have subsequent trainings, you can actually benefit more from this. But basically, you need to actually create a Google Ads account, and from there you can just follow the instructions. But basically, you need to know that you need to have a budget, right, to run that, right? All right. So what are analytic tools? All right, so thank you, Chinelo. Chinelo has answered that question. She said analytic tools are used to measure and track your digital performance. Thank you so much, Chinelo, for that. All right, so I'll just move ahead. Okay, Christofina says, how do I get connected to more customers? All right, so we're talking about this, right? So how do you get connected to more customers? You have to use your social media pages, right? Use content, great content actually gets you more customers, right? And of course, you need to also you need to know exactly what platforms your clients, your customers use. Do they use Facebook more, right? Do they use Instagram more? Are they on LinkedIn? Where are they? You have to focus. Of course, you can use other platforms, but make sure that you have a very good grip on the ones that they your customers are, right? All right. So of course, you also need to know that you also need to know what time they are on, right? If you know what time your customers are on, you'll be able to engage them at that time, right? So this is really very important. Of course, I'm still asking which analytics tools you currently use. Please feel free to drop this on the comment section so that I'll hear from you. All right, so let's look at the tools we can use. We can use social media, just like I said. You can use organic search, you can use your website, and you can use paid search, right? So we're going to be talking about all of this in the subsequent slide. But of course, for social media, you can use LinkedIn, Facebook, right? And of course, for organic search, you can use Google Search Console, Google My Business, right? And of course, for your website, you can actually use Google Analytics, right? And for your paid search, you can use Google Ads. So all of this we're going to talk about in the in the subsequent slides. All right, so let's get how to use Facebook Page Insight, right? That's under social media, right? So you have to find out you have to find out what people are actually engaging with on your Facebook page and how they are finding you, right? What exactly are they engaging with your videos, or are they engaging with are they clicking, on your on that button you put there, contact us now or buy now, or are they going to your website, or what exactly are they doing, right? You actually find this on your Facebook Page Insight. You can find all of these details there. Then of course, we have Google Search Console, right? You can actually find out invaluable information about your website and its visitors, right? You need to know who exactly is searching for you, right? Of course, this is from the organic search. An organic search is just basically when a customer goes to Google and just searches, right, and says, for example, cakes in Accra, and then while searching finds your page, finds your Facebook page, or your website, and then goes to whatever page you have indicated there. That's an organic search, right? You didn't have to pay anything. You just ensure that your position, and of course this happens through SEO, that's search engine optimization. Do you understand that? All right, so let's move on. Then of course, Google My Business. Google My Business is actually a very, very good way to get your product or service out there, right? Of course, you can actually manage your online presence across, Google Search and Google Maps. This is what Google My Business does for you. And just like I said, for example, a person types cakes in Accra, and then because your business is on Google My Business, it appears by the right hand side of the Google search. And what it does is that it shows the customers your business name, it shows your location, it shows if you are actually available at the time, right? If you're open at the time, and of course, if you don't have a Google My Business page or profile, know that you cannot actually appear, to your customers this way. You need to have your own Google My Business profile, and of course, fill in all of these details. That means your name, your business name, your opening hours, your contact address. You need to, put in your location on the map and all of this for your customers to actually find you, right? Right. So let's just move ahead. And of course, Google Trends. Google Trends helps you to identify the popularity of a search in Google. So, for example, you want to know, okay, what are people really searching for? Then you go to Google Trends, and Google Trends is able to show you what people are actually searching for: raincoats in Nigeria. Maybe because it's been raining in Nigeria, right? Or you can actually say, oh, it's summer in the US, and so they are trying to get summer wears, right? So whatever it is, Google Trends is able to help you to identify the most popular trends at the time, right? Of course, Google Trends helps you to move up, right above your competition, right? And of course, it helps you to find relevant trending topics. It helps to monitor competitors, right? You're able to see what your competitors are doing, and of course, it helps you to research for keywords, just like I said. What exactly are the trending keywords at the particular time? It helps you to actually search for it, and of course, it's able to help you promote around seasonal trends, and of course, find topics by region. Of course, if you're in Africa, you're able to say, okay, what are Africans looking out for? You're able to see that, all of those on Google Trends. You see that. That's really, really great for your business. All right, so Google Analytics, right? Google Analytics helps you to understand what your customers do on your website. What exactly are they doing on your website, right? Are they clicking on buy now, or are they just, are they getting to a point where they are about to buy, and then nothing happens anymore? Or what exactly? How are they interacting with your website, right? Google Analytics helps you to know that. Yeah, so at this point again, I'm going to pause for questions. So let me know, do you have questions? Let's hear from you. Do you have questions? Do you have questions? Please, let's hear from you. So just know that we actually have a training on Google My Business. So that's why you should subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that when we're having such kind of trainings, you can actually benefit, right? All right, so Brandon says, I use social media: Google search, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Awesome, Brandon. It's good to know that you use all of this. Okay. Khadija says, how do I get the right SEO to use when I upload on my website? My SEO shows red. Okay, I'm not really sure I understand that question. Are you trying to ask why your website is showing, like, is not ranking on the top of the SEO, or what exactly? Please, Khadija, clarify on your question so that I can answer it. Thank you so much for that. All right, so I guess I can move on now. I'm not really seeing. Okay, Greatness says my video clip here is not really updating comments. Oh, I see. Okay, please, you can just leave, and yeah, I see the channel has already answered that. You can rejoin. Thank you. All right. So it said, how do I use SEO data to help my business grow? Yes, of course, you need to okay, so you need to actually use. Okay, so just like I said, SEO basically means search engine optimization, right? And basically what it does is that it helps you to rank higher on Google or whatever search engine, right? It helps you rank higher on search engines, such that when people search for example, they search for shoes in Zimbabwe, right? And your business, right? I mean, you actually captured that phrase or that keyword on your website or your social media or whatever. It automatically helps you to be seen by the I mean, you have to automatically help your audience to see on your own search engine. So for example, I'm going to give an example. If for example you have actually put on your website, like you're able to put it there, probably a good phrase, maybe great cakes in Accra, for example, and a customer actually goes to Google and searches for great cakes in Accra, exact words, right? With this, your business is most likely going to appear at the top on that search engine list, right? So your business will be seen by that customer, right? And of course, it will be easy for the customer to actually click on your website and purchase, the shoes or whatever it is that you're offering. Do you understand? So basically, it just helps your customers to see you. Um. So let me see. I hope I answered your question. So basically, search engine optimization. Okay, the data. Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't get that clearly. So data of search engine optimization. Okay, I don't really understand that. But of course, you can actually whatever I mean, whatever data you get, right? You can actually use that. Of course, I talked about Google Console, right? So Google Console actually helps you to know how customers are actually interacting with your brand, right? Of course, on your website or your social media, right? So all of this is going to help you. From Google Console, you're actually able to see to get data, and when you get the data, you're able to see how you rank, or how your customers found you and all that. So you're able to see what will improve, and how to, what strategy you need to apply to ensure that you get better. Khadija, what do you mean by your loss? Please let me understand so that I can help you better. All right. Can we have access to this afterwards? I'm so sorry. No, that you're not going to have access to this training. The only thing we will do is that we're going to send you a link where you can learn more from. Right. You're going to actually have a lot of content available in this regard, so you can actually learn more from all of this content. All right. Someone says, how do I get Huoma says, how do I get verified? How do I get Google My Business account verified? Oh, that's really easy, right? We actually have different verification partners, right? So for that, you can actually reach out to us, so we can actually help you with that, if you don't mind. So you can reach out to pr@impactheart.org for that. So thank you. Khadija says, my SEO always shows red. Okay. I will ask Chino to help with that, because I really don't understand that question. So Chino, please kindly help with that question. She says that our SEO always shows red, but I'm not really sure. Oh, Khadija, I'm sorry. Please don't be angry. Please don't be angry, right? Chino can actually help you with that. All right. So okay. So yes, Woma, you can actually get verified on opera.com, right? /OF, just like Chino had indicated. All right, so let's just move ahead. I'm not seeing any more questions, so let's just move ahead. All right, so I really hope I enjoy. Someone says I'm enjoying this training. Awesome, it's good to know you're enjoying it. I am too, and thanks for being very interactive. It's making this training a great one. All right, so let's just move ahead. So understand and analyze your data. Right. So how do you analyze your data? So Google Analytics dashboard. This is how you can see on your screen. So this is how Google Analytics dashboard looks like. So you can actually analyze what's actually happening, right? On your on your end, right? And of course, how do you set up a Google Analytics account? So go to analytics.google.com. So Chino, you can please drop that link so that people can actually take note of it. So you can go to googleanalytics.com, analytics.google.com. Then of course, once you open that, you choose a name for your account. Then of course, you choose an industry category and all of those. And when you do that, you can actually also get your tracking code, right, from Google Analytics. You can see there to show you tracking ID. So you can get this tracking ID from Google Analytics, and of course, use it on your pages, right? So you see there. So So when using a website builder or blog, there may be a simple field where you can actually add this tracking ID, right? So whatever it is, if you are using, for example, you are using Wix, you should be able to see that. If you're using Google Search, you should also be able to see that. So whatever it is, whatever platform you're using or website builder you're using, you should be able to add this tracking ID you got from your Google Analytics account. Do you understand? And add it to your website. All right. So let's just go ahead. So you have to understand the four main areas of reporting, right? The first area of reporting is your audience. Who are your audience? That's a question for you to ask. Who are your audience? And of course, your acquisition, right? How would they find you? Right? How will you get your customers? How will they find you? And of course, your behavior. How are they doing? Right? Are they engaging properly or are they not? Right? And of course, your conversions. What are they worth to you? Are they returning customers or are they new customers? Are they buying, right? Or are they, what exactly are they doing, right? This helps you to know what they are worth to you. All right. So data are in Google Analytics, right? So let's look at the what, right? And of course, we're going to also look at the metrics. That's the numbers. So the first thing is when you look at your Google Analytics, you're able to see organic search, you're able to see referral. Organic search, just like I said, is how people found you organically on Google, right? And of course, referral, that will also show on your Google Analytics. Then, of course, your direct, right? Then how they find you directly. Then, of course, how did they find you via paid search? How they find you via social media? Then other affiliates, right? Right? Probably you have already put your content on other people's blogs or websites or all that. How then you're able to monitor how many of them found you through that means. And of course, display advertising. How people find you via display advertising. All right, so you see here with this example that this person had for organic search, you had like 7,000 plus users, and for new users had like 6,000 plus users, right? And of course, the sessions were about 8,000. So you see, you're able to monitor what exactly is happening, on your end. You're able to see how you're doing, right? How people are finding you. And if people are not finding you, you're able to see. So I see that Khadija was asking this question. So Khadija, you can actually see this with your via your Google Analytics, right? So you're able to see how you're doing. So, and if you know you're not doing well enough, you need to improve on your SEO, right? That's just the major thing. You need to improve on your what? SEO. All right, so let's just move ahead quickly. I hope we're actually enjoying this session. So if you're actually enjoying this session, please, I want to see a one. If you're benefiting, if you're getting a lot of insight, just put a one for me. Let me see that so that we know that we're doing this together. All right. So let's just continue. I can't see a one yet, but I will assume that. What? Okay, thank you, Kende. Thank you, Kende. I'm just seeing from Kende. I can't see from any other person. Oh, Eze, thank you, Eze, Chimila. Awesome. So I can move ahead. Then I have I have three people now. Beatrice, thank you, Beatrice. Thank you so much. All right, so let's just move ahead. So using Rin to ask the right question. I'll talk about this initially, but I'm going to elaborate on it now. So Rin, how do you use Rin? So the first R, right, in Rin is reach, right? So the question is, how are people finding me online? Right? How are they getting? Is it through referrals? Is it through paid search? Is it through my display ads? Is it through Google organic search? Right? You have to identify how exactly people are getting, getting to you, right? And of course, you have to develop relationship with referral websites. It's really, really important so that you are able to get, out there to your customers. And of course, E in RIN stands for engage, right? And of course, the question to ask is, how are people engaging with me when they find me online, right? Are they really clicking on anything? Are they doing anything on my website? Are they really doing anything, basically, right? Are they contacting me? Are they buying on my e-commerce website? What exactly are they doing, right? And of course, activate. Which channel is driving the most bookings, right? Right. Of course, you need to identify which referral sites that actually are driving more conversions for you, right? And of course, you have to look at the ones that you know that these ones, I'm not really getting anything from them. Of course, you're able to get all of this data, right? Based on all that we have said, right? You can actually get it down. And when you get the data, you're able to say, okay, these people are not performing well enough. So I'm going to have to review my partnership with them. I'm not going to pay them probably daily again. I'm going to pay them monthly or something, right? Just need to ensure that you're able to leverage on that data you're getting to actually make the right decisions for your business. Of course, then the next thing is nurture, which is the N in the ring, right? So are my customers happy to leave a review? So you have to really try to find different ways to make your customers leave a review for you, because reviews are actually very important for your business, right? They are really, really important because you're able to know what your customers want and what they don't know, what they don't want, right? So this is why reviews are really important for you. So you need to find different ways to ensure that your customers actually leave a review for you. All right, so let's just move ahead. So Google Trends, right? Google Trends. We talked about Google Trends before. So Google Trends actually helps you to search for the popular keywords, right? So of course, you need to promote your business around seasonal trends, right? Because seasonal trends allow your business to actually stay relevant and very competitive, right? Of course, there are times during Christmas, you know that customers, for example, they'll be searching for Christmas trees. They'll be searching for because I mean for those that are abroad, when I say abroad now I mean US, UK, and all that. You know that is winter for them. Excuse me. So they'll be searching for jackets that they wear, right? And all of those. So these are seasonal trends, and you need to actually leverage on the data you are getting to actually promote your business, right? And of course, you actually get throughout the year you actually get you experience peaks and dips that will impact your revenue, right? Then you have to use trends to identify seasonal product demands, right? Just like I said, I've used jacket as an example. So during winter, people want jackets. I mean, in Nigeria here it's raining, and people are going to look for umbrellas or raincoats or whatever it is, right? So if you're selling that, you know that okay, this is the season. I have to work more on getting my product out there, right? And of course, adjust your offerings according to supply and demand. Don't be a rigid business. Oh, we don't shift from this. Offer discounts. You're able to get people to even if it's 1% discount, something that will attract your customers, right? This is very, very important. And of course, create content about current trends. Say, oh, you know what? It's raining now in Nigeria. Oh, you know what? It's summer here in Zambia, right? Buy your summer wears and you're able to talk about summer. Oh, during summer this happens. There's usually a lot of sunshine, and know what's happening, and of course jump into the trend and buy from you. That's just the essence of that. All right. Oh, Benny says I'm getting excited. Awesome. I'm also excited to thank you. It's great to know you're excited about this training. Yes, this kind of comments keep me going, keep me firing on. Thank you so much. All right. So let's just go ahead. Of course, you have to use Google Trends for keywords research. I said that before, right? So when you are researching, right, you need to use related queries, right? There's a section called related queries section. You need to be able to use that section to actually get keywords, right? So identify other potential keywords tag, right? Then you have to name your product categories according to popular keywords, right? So don't just put shoes or cakes or just something very bland that people can't relate with or people are not even really searching for. But when you're able to use Google Trends to search for popular keywords, you're able to link your website. You're able to use the same keywords on your website so that when people search for such keywords, your business comes out on Google organically. Do you understand that? Right? You're able to optimize your post according to trending keywords. You don't just, if you have a blog, you're able to use blogs. You're able to use posts that have, you're able to use keywords on that blogs that can actually attract people. And of course, in your blog, you're also able to mention what you're doing or what you're offering to them. So keywords, I would say that I cannot overstate that keywords are very, very important. So you need to stay in the know about this using keyword Google Trends. All right, so another time for questions. So do you have questions? Let's hear from you again. I'm just going to go through this and see if we have any more questions. I really appreciate you because Trina is doing a very great job. She's been answering most of your questions spot on, right? You don't have to wait till the time for questions. So thank you so much, Chinelo. I'm really, really happy to do this with you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can't see questions. I can't really see questions. Oh, I think I'm seeing one question. I'm seeing what is ACO. I'm not sure. I mean, that can mean anything. So please, in what context? Let me understand what you're trying to say. Oh, Bernice, thank you, Bernice. Garb says this is so insightful. Thank you so much, Garb. Gloria says great content. Thank you so much. Kennedy say I always enjoy your trainings. Great work you're doing. Thank you so much, Kennedy. That's a very beautiful feedback. Thank you so much. Bernice is asking, please, website here in Ghana is very expensive. Please, how can I get one from Google? Oh, very simple. Use Google Sites. Google Sites actually is free. You can actually use your Google Sites to create free websites, right? So Google search is the way to go, and Google Sites, is the way to go, right? And of course, we also have other ones like Wix. You can actually also use Wix. There are a couple of other ones that are actually very cheap. But of course, Google Sites, Wix is top on my list. But of course, there are other ones. If you check Google, you'll see a lot of them. Then we have Squarespace. I think Squarespace might not be entirely free, but I think it's a bit cheap. Yeah, but Google Sites is free, so you can actually use Google Sites. All right, so thank you so much. Jessica says, how many websites should one business have? Wow, I recommend have one website, please, so you don't confuse your customers. One website is enough. You can have other platforms like social media. You can be on social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever. But I will recommend that you have one website so you don't confuse your customers. Do you understand? Of course, you can actually have, I know there's some businesses that have .org, .com, and all that, but the same domain name. But I would recommend just one. Right? Thank you so much. All right. So I think that's all for the questions I can see. Bibian, oh, don't worry. We're still in the session, so you can still get some insights before we conclude the session. But welcome, Vivian. Welcome. All right, so let's just move ahead. So just like I had said, so Google actually have is actually offering a free one-on-one mentorship. If you're interested, you think you need this, of course, the condition that you're a small business or you run a charity, right? Once you do this, please feel free to apply to Google, right? Chino will be dropping that link for you. That HTTPS /bit.ly/GDSA mentoring. Please feel free to reach out to Google with that particular link, and you're going to get your free mentorship service from them. All right, so thank you, Chino. I'm sure you are helping to drop that. Please help to drop that so that people can easily note that down. Just like I said. Okay, sorry, I can see a question here. I'm memory using someone's account. How can I develop my website? Oh, just like I said, you can use free content management websites like Google Sites, right? Google Sites allows you to create your own website. They already have templates, right? So if you're not a design person, I don't have time for design. Just for the templates that suit your business best, and just change your content, right? You already have the pages, you already have all of this about us. So you just tweak the content, and of course, you can use your own pictures and all of those things, right? But Google website and Google Sites already has all of these templates for you. So all you need to do is just go to Google Site and then start that. Or of course, Wix is also another platform, so you can actually also use Wix, right? So Wix.com is good for you. All right. Jessica says, which website is the best of all? Well, that's relative, right? I can't really, it's subjective. I can't really say it's best. Some people prefer Google sites, some people prefer Wix.com, right? So whichever one you prefer, you can just go through the two and see the one you prefer. And of course, use it. All right, so Thelma says this is a very educative and wonderful session. Thank you for this night. Thank you so much, Thelma. I'm really glad to hear that from you. Kenny says, please let her drop it on the okay. All right, that's fine. That's great. Ladi Bulu says, you said one website is enough, but what of a person who produces leather products and is also into agricultural production? Will it be nice if both appear on one website? So yes, it depends on how you actually structure your website, right? So you can actually structure your website as our services, and of course include your agricultural production, right? And also you don't really have to have, if you choose, but not that means you are going to have two different domain names so that it doesn't confuse your customers, right? So if you want to have a separate website for agricultural product, fine, and another one for your leather, it's okay. But then you can also use one for the two. So just make it clear that okay, these are the services we offer. Then of course you make the you can say, oh, leather products, or whatever it is you call your products. You have a page for them, another page for agricultural products. So whatever it is, it depends on how you actually structure your website. So yes, you can actually have one, but if you choose to have two, that's fine. It depends on what you want. All right, so Chena has posted a certificate link for you. So you can actually note that down so that before the end of this, by the end of this session, you can get your certificate. You can register to get your certificate, right? It'll be sent to you. But please do not click the link so that you are not taken out of this particular session. Just note it down, and then we'll have your certificate sent to you. How do I access Google Sites? Oh, very good. So just go to Google. Google University, right? Google University, just type Google Sites and you see it. The link comes up and voila, you're already on Google Sites. So it's not so difficult, right? So the main link is actually sites.google.com, right? Sites.google.com. All right. So I hope I'm able to answer that question. Beatrice says, I'm not getting customers because of your lectures. I'm grateful. Oh, that's so good. Thank you so much, Beatrice. And we're really glad that it's been impactful. And that's what we're about, impact, right? All right. So let's just look at the next steps for you, right? So how do you learn more? Go to learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills/courses. Because why we're saying this, because this lecture might not be sufficient for you, right? But with this particular link, you'd be able to explore, you'll be able to learn a lot on all of these topics, on SEO, on ads, whatever it is that you want to learn, right? You're able to learn from there. So I'm sure Shane will be dropping that link for you. So please feel free to note it down so that you can get that. Please don't click on certificate link at ABC. Don't click on certificate link. Just note it down so I don't get kicked out of this session. Of course, we're running up already, but please don't click on it. You can click on it after the session, but not now. What can I do to drive traffic to my website? A lot of things you need to do. SEO is the top of the list, right? You can actually use SEO. You can actually also use your social media pages. For example, on your Facebook, you put your website on your website link on your Facebook page, right? That's another way. You can also use on your Instagram, refer people to your website, right? There are so many ways to actually do that, but ensure that you actually have the right content to make people click on your website in the first place. So if you are putting on your Facebook, for example, you need to have a great content to make people go to your website. You also can use paid search, right? Paid search, you can use display advertising, a lot of things you can do. So you can explore a lot to do that. So I hope I answered that question, Ewomazino. I'm so sorry if I didn't pronounce your name properly. Bernie says I have sent a question. I'm not seeing your question, Bernie. Please, do you mind dropping it? again. Chinel's words is, I'm not getting customers online. What should I do? Oh, please, it might be a lot of things. It might be that your content is not attractive enough to your customers. You need to also know who are your customers. Are you actually reaching them? If they're old people, right? What do you do, right? If, for example, people that purchase your products are old people, and you're, for example, on Instagram, most elderly people don't really fancy Instagram. They prefer Facebook. So you can just, put your content right there on Facebook. And of course, who your audiences are would be able to help you to know exactly how to reach them. What appeals to them? Is it videos that appeal to them better, or text, right? And of course, you need to know exactly what how your how your business, how is structured, what countries, and there are a lot of things to it actually. So, but for starters, check your content. Make sure your content is king, right? Of course, check your platform. What platforms do you use currently? Who are your customers, right? These are the things that help you to know that. So yes, Chinelo says try to retarget your audience. Yeah, that's a very good response. Thank you, Chinelo, for that response. My business is new. What do you think I need to start up with? Talking about rain or any advice. Of course, the first thing is, what are you trying to achieve? What's your objective? Are you trying to get people to know your business now, right? If that's what you want to do, then you have to, okay, this is my objective, right? And of course, you need to know how to reach your audience, right? So how do I engage my audience? So if you, of course, you need to know who your audience is. If you know who your audience is, then you'll be able to know how to reach them and what platforms they are on, right? So when you know this, you're able to now, for example, open a Facebook page or Instagram page, develop your website, all of this, and then of course you start running. Of course, don't forget that you need to improve on your content. You need to work on your content. Make sure that your content is good. And for Instagram, know that you don't use a lot of text. People can't sit there, reading a lot of text on Instagram. Rather, use pictures, nice pictures, compelling pictures, videos that are compelling. So that's the piece of advice I have for you. And of course, just like I said, learndigital.withgoogle.com /digital skills /courses. Be able to get a lot of other feedback and great advice from there. Please, what can I do to verify my business on Google? Okay, so Chin already dropped the link, so you can actually reach out to opera.com /af to do that, right? So please, you can do that, right? That's really, really important. All right, so let's see, right? Chin is already dropping the links for you, so you can actually find us on social media, facebook.com /digital skills for Africa. Then on Twitter, you can actually find us on twitter.com /digital skills af. On Instagram, instagram.com /digital skills af. All right, and of course, you can don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can actually get the alerts whenever we have training sessions. All right, so thank you so much for joining us. China already dropped the link for you, your certificate link. So please register using that particular link, and you actually get your certificate after now. All right, so thank you so much. And yes, don't forget to follow Impact R, right? So Impact R is also you can actually follow us on our social media pages, right? We have I'm just trying to be dropping the links for Impact R, so please feel free to follow us. All right, so thank you so much for being here. I hope the training was insightful. I had a great time. I hope you did too. So thank you so much. Have a great day if you're still in the morning, right? And of course, a great evening from Nigeria. Thank you so much. Bye.